Froth it up.
Froth it up. Get yourself a milk frother and froth that up.
You
kinda
froth
sweet.
that baby up until it can't froth no mo.
And only have a half agave, no full agave, because this is our kinda sweet
Anti-glycemic.
podcast.
It's kinda sweet. Yes, it's kinda sweet. Cause it's so sweet. Yes, it's kinda sweet.
Kinda sweet, kinda sweet.
Hey, I'm feeling kinda sweet. How about you?
I'm feeling kinda sweet. Full sweet or kinda sweet. Kinda sweet, kinda sweet. It's kinda sweet.
Hey, welcome to the first episode of the Kinda Sweet podcast. I'm Scarlett. I'm a Chicana muralist, visual artist, and art historian. I'll be here chatting about all of the art happenings in the region and all of the emotions.
Hi, I'm Layla Del Bono. I'm an elementary school teacher. I recently got my master's in education. I am a Mexican American, so excited to share with you my lived experiences in San Diego on this beautiful Kumeyaay land. And I'm very excited to be joined by my sister for this collaboration. This is probably the biggest dream come true, especially because she is one of my biggest role models.
Oh, sniff. You're cool.
You're pretty cool.
Thanks.
Stay tuned. Full sweet? No. Kinda sweet.
I've been off the polish maybe for almost 2 years now.
And how do you feel now that you have naked nail beds?
I feel liberated. I gotta say, I know that manicures are a very important part of your life, and I love a good manicure. But I don't miss that time sitting and not having my hands available.
Okay.
Do you know?
I guess I do, but I've also heard that from my friends, and it's so weird because I like that. It's like being on an airplane where you can't be on your phone.
I love being on an airplane because nobody is going to call me and I don't have to be on my phone, and I normally get a lot of like creative writing done and sketching.
You're using your hands.
I'm
during
using
the
my
flight.
hands.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's like an escape from your phone that doesn't require an airplane. You just like have this time to just be in your thoughts. Okay, but I can respect you feeling like it's a waste of time. And it's a little bit waste of money.
For me, it's really anxiety provoking to have my hands. I feel like my hands are being kidnapped for 3 hours. It's not fast. It's not a quick manicure. And I find more joy in painting my own nails and doing my own designs on my nails than going somewhere.
Okay, but you're an artist. So what about people like us who can't just quickly like put nail polish on in a fast, cute way and do a little art or do the stickers that you like to do because you're super into those Lisa Frank stickers.
I get it.
Okay.
I did like where we went before my wedding when we did the best nail ever, the heart French tip.
And you had to take it off in like a week.
Oh, God, that was so tragic.
You were like, can I just wear this at my wedding? And we were like, no, you cannot have neon pink and red hearts. I guess you could have, but it wasn't really the
I know it wasn't part of everybody else's fantasy.
That's what happens is
and you don't get married for yourself. You get married to fulfill everyone else's fantasy. Do you know, last night, Denali Joel broke it down at their show, Afroture.
Yes, I was asking Iyadi, how long do you think that's going to be on display? Because I couldn't make it. So how long will the show live on?
For a month, at least a month.
Okay, good.
At least a month.
Go visit.
But
what'd they say?
They said that we are living in somebody else's fantasy. And this is something that I've been hearing a lot, especially in, as we're here decolonizing and really asking a lot of questions about our existence right now. And when they said that, it struck home for me in such a way because it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense of why the art world is so challenging, the education world is so challenging, the beauty world feels so like there's no space for me. And you realize, oh yeah, we are. I don't know. Do you agree?
I don't know. So? Amazon came to mind. I feel like we're living Amazon's fantasy, like things on demand, being able to meet your every need within like 12 hours. So there's not a lot of room for creativity when things are just like on demand and you don't have to like think up how are you going to get those orange socks that I needed for Halloween, for example. Like, oh, maybe I need to paint them. Maybe I need to dye them. It's like, no, I'm just going to order them to my door. Exactly.
There's never a need. So there's no space for creativity. And true creativity is always meeting a need. Mm-hmm. Can I show you something I did not get on Amazon?
Yes. And I appreciate that. I know that you're really good about not ordering on Amazon. Only after having a baby have I become a little using it too much, probably.
I understand. I don't judge you. It's okay.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, so you know I'm obsessed with. We're obsessed with Trixie and Katya.
Obviously.
It's just like life. And we went to Palm Springs, and I smelled.
Who'd you go with?
I was with my husband. He's really cool, really hot.
Okay.
We're at this restaurant.
Sounds hot.
And I was like, Trixie.
You could smell Trixie from there.
I was like, we are by the Trixie Motel Hotel. And sure enough, girl, we were. And
they had a gift shop?
They had a gift shop.
Oh.
They had a gift shop and they have her crown.
Oh, from Drag Race?
Yes.
Whoa.
Real life crown. It's there.
That's epic.
Isn't that so giving for her fans?
It is, because you would think like she could have it framed in her house, like near her dinner table.
Right.
So that's really, really nice.
I know.
Maybe she stays there herself and she goes to visit it.
Yeah, maybe she does. I thought, if I won Drag Race, I would keep my crown. I would sleep next to my crown.
No, sleep in your crown. Okay.
I've been so excited to try her makeup.
Have you tried this lipstick on yet?
I have put on a little dollop, and then I've been too scared to leave the house.
Okay. I hope it looks good in an iPhone camera, too. I really hope for you, because you're stuck with it for the next hour or whatever.
If I put it on and it looked crazy, just try to, still have a conversation with me.
Okay.
Wait, I think I can see my reflection here.
No way. Oh, man. I'm probably not allowed to say that it looks Barbie, right? So far. Because, everything's a little Barbie theme right now. And it's very pigmented. So it's not like the kind of thing that you could get away with, muting it while you're out and about. Like, oh, maybe after I eat, it'll calm down.
Is it for a Sunday morning?
Yeah.
I feel a little tingly. Do you think it has that plumping
way, it
thing?
probably has plumping. Well, it's really, really pretty, and it matches your sweatshirt.
Did I put it on all right?
Yeah, no, it looks really, really good. It's really pretty.
I feel a little tingly.
It's probably plumping. You're going to get that allergic reaction where you just have lip or eyeliner or lip liner on your upper lip.
Yeah. As long as it I don't know, doesn't turn my whole face red.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
I like it, and it's also just part of a look. You probably have to invest in some time to do the rest of your makeup if you're going to wear that lipstick, right?
Yeah, when you get dressed, what do you start with? Do you start with your shoes, your makeup, your accessories?
Your hair, which is usually just down. Today I tried to change it up and I have a little braid situation. But
I like it. I like this loose braid. It's very Blake Lively.
Oh, thank you. Yes, my twin. But seriously, my hair, it's going to affect the way that I want to dress. If it's up, I'm going to want a certain shirt. If it's down, I'm going to want another style. And then my hair is going to influence what makeup I want. If I have my hair up in a ponytail, I probably want really bold eye. I don't know. So I do my hair and makeup first. What about you?
Yeah. Beauty is important to you.
It's really important. Not I don't care what, it's hard to say, I don't care what other people think about how I look. That's really hard to say. That's the goal. But beauty, because of how it makes me feel. I enjoy putting on the makeup for myself, being creative in that way for myself.
Was it important to you in high school?
Yeah, super. Purple eyeshadow.
Did people think you were cool in high school?
I have to be honest, I don't think people thought I was cool in high school. How could you ever know that? Or in the moment, I was no, I'm the biggest nerd. There's no way anyone thinks I'm cool. But then you run into people at the coffee shop 3 years later.
And what do they tell you? Do they give you a little tippity tap on the shoulder?
They're like, Layla Bailey? You were so cool in high school. What the hell? You couldn't have told me that in the moment. What about you?
Yeah. I think that you're really right. It would have been very helpful for people to celebrate us when we're in this critical moment in our development of individuality.
That's what it is.
And experiencing discomfort every day.
That's what it is.
I never, ever once felt cool in high school.
But okay, there were moments. Everyone has like moments that you're like, oh, this is going to... Scarlett, you painted the entire gym for your whole high school.
That felt cool, but it was such a collective team effort, and it would have been impossible without so much support for everyone who believed in this idea. So
you in that moment didn't feel cool?
I felt a collective cool.
Okay, but that's something. Yeah. I think there's people who probably never felt a collective cool.
But why don't people tell us that we're cool?
Yeah, no, back to the point. It would be very helpful to see the girl painting the gym, putting in all that time and effort, look at her, and instead of being like, damn, that's cool, I wish I could do that, go tap her on the shoulder in that moment and say, what you're doing is really cool, and I think you're so cool. But why do you think people don't do that? What would you say?
People don't do that because it's not cool.
It's not cool to say you're cool to someone else while you're in high school.
Okay, but I want to celebrate somebody who I think is really cool right now.
Yeah.
I want to take a moment.
To enjoy the moment.
And celebrate Denali Joel. I went to their show yesterday. I went to the opening. And let me tell you, this is the first show that they curated. Mm-hmm. And it was done with so much intention, so much elegance, so much dialogue and conversation that was necessary.
Yeah.
All of these satellite activities around the actual exhibition enriched every experience.
Because it was like a whole afternoon into the evening, right? It was a whole afternoon. Yes. Scheduled. I appreciate a schedule too. So that's probably like, that was probably epic.
Yeah. And it was on time.
Nice.
So there was like an open table to meet local artists and curators. Wow. That was phenomenal. Wow. There was fried chicken. There was a DJ. There were wardrobe changes. Okay. There was poetry. There was dance. There was performance. And
like space for everything.
For everything.
For all your senses to be ignited. Yeah. Because you just said sound and flavor with the food. Yeah. And then visual because of the costume changes.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I know that they had to really move mountains to put this show together. And I really applaud them because when you're doing something new, and actually what they're doing, it's not new, but it's bringing things that have been happening into spaces that have never accepted these forms of expression. So in that sense,
it's like elevating it.
It's kind of like breaking down some walls. Because I don't want to say elevating because then that's saying that the institution is it's putting art into hierarchical framework.
Okay. Good, I appreciate that. Coming from an artist, I appreciate that.
So it's more just like broadening the reach and kind of finally introducing concepts into academia that have been really needed.
Okay.
And so there was some friction. It was hard for them to put the show together. The community showed up, made it happen. Mm-hmm. And I can't stop thinking about the show. And this morning I woke up because we had a discussion about this. And I think when you do these new things and there's friction, you have to realize you're not doing this stuff for the people who are pushing back. You're doing it for the people who show up.
For sure. And the people who are looking for it and like maybe not finding it. So you're an advocate for that whole space now.
Yeah. Like I had no idea the plethora of Black photographers in San Diego. I had no idea that there were such incredible performers. So it was phenomenal. But I have to tell you what really has me traumatized is one of the main points of this expo was talking about decolonizing photography.
Okay.
Get ready for this.
Okay.
This is my what the freak of the week.
What the freak of the week?
What the freak of the week?
What the freak of the week? Okay.
All of these terms that we use that are so normalized for photography are violent.
Oh, man. Do you have an example? But would it create violence to tell me?
No. We need to talk about this.
Okay.
We need to talk about this.
Okay.
Headshot.
I'm really afraid of what you're about to tell me about that.
What is a headshot?
Oh, my God. See, I literally have never thought about it like that.
See?
Ooh, that just creeped me out.
Shoot somebody.
Oh, man, I've never thought about it like that before at all.
Mm-hmm. Take a photo, capture a photo. Subject. Who's your subject?
Whoa.
What the freak of the week?
That's the what the freak of the week. I thought our what the freak of the weeks were going to be like a little more positive. I'm feeling real. My whole world just changed.
I know. I'm sorry. And that is why that was a very successful show.
I agree. When you wake up and you're still thinking about it, yeah.
I
really appreciate that.
Do you have anything more sweet that happened this week to help you recover from that what the freak?
Something kind of sweet.
Oh, a kind of sweet thing.
A kind of sweet
like
thing.
Like not too sweet?
Like not too sweet, like half sweet, kind of sweet thing.
Just like a little sweet?
Exactly.
All
yeah.
Right.
Okay. My kind of sweet thing of the week is very much about being a new mom, I would have to say. So yesterday, of all places, we went to the Nike outlet store because I was like, okay, it's time to get...
I saw that photo of you and I was like, what is this beautiful sunset in a mall somewhere that I did not recognize?
House outlets. Okay, but we can talk about what coffee outlets? I got there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you got coffee there.
I actually brought my own coffee and drank it there. I don't know why I phrased it like that, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm kind of sweet thing was that, so Enzo, my little baby Enzo, he's just been yelling, screaming all week, like all these things that I'm just like not used to. He's 4 months now. And Maxie, my husband, was like, we're gonna go anyways to Nike outlet because I want you to get like a few new things because I have like a way different body now. And I'm like, yeah, I need like a few new leggings, a few new sweatshirts, like the basics. And
cute, love it.
Yeah, I was so worried about driving there. But my kind of sweet thing is that I felt like Enzo could tell like I needed this outing because he did so well for like 5 hours.
I believe that.
I know. So my kind of sweet thing is that I got a new sweatshirt. I got new jeans. Like these are things that before having the baby, I would have been like, yeah, that's kind of normal. But like finding things that fit me is my kind of sweet thing of the week.
Yes. Yeah. I love this. I appreciate how your fashion has transformed.
Okay.
As a mother.
Yeah, it's a lot different now.
Yeah, but I like it. I like it. Yes, okay. I feel like there is a nice practical ease to it and more color.
Hey, well, you know, there's a little touch of red today. I do have a really good stylist, though. I can't take credit for everything.
Yeah, really? You know somebody?
I know someone. Designer, artist, muralist, like this girl has it all. I'm talking about Scarlett Bailey, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, ma'am.
Do you have a kind of sweet thing?
I don't know. This week this was a very challenging week for work and taking on some new projects. So I would say that my what the freak doubles as the kind of sweet.
Okay.
Because it was very empowering to see that the challenges that I'm meeting my own professional explorations are mirrored by other groups and communities that are pushing that envelope.
That's good because kind of sweet means it's not like full sweetness. My story was almost like too sweet.
But sometimes we need some too sweet.
Yes. And going back to the coffee that I brought.
Why did you... Wait, you did not buy a coffee there?
No. I thought that I would find something good there. But really, unless you want a Wetzel's Pretzels or Chata smoothie, There's not a lot going on at Viejas for coffee. So I'm talking about the outlets, not in the casino.
Right. They don't have the S word? No. They don't even have the S word.
They don't. Yeah. So I brought a coffee from Momentos.
No
way. At Grossmont Center Mall to get our coffee on the way, and we got Momentos Café de Olla. I mean, they have it written Café de la Olla, but Max always tells me it's called Café de Olla. So what do you think?
When I hear Café de la Olla, I'm thinking Oscar de la Hoya.
Okay, so we're not going to take it there, right? Or do you like that?
I appreciate a successful Mexican.
Okay. I just think like that's confusing, but yeah. I like it.
Café de Olla. In Mexico, it's just café, really.
Okay, well, I mean, the fact that it has the milk in it before, I appreciate, but
I did
introduce you to the Café de Olla there, and you were not having the milk.
Yeah, no, that's a little bit of a gringo thing, putting the milk in there first.
Man.
It's okay.
It's okay.
But that's a power move, picking up your coffee before you get there.
Yeah. Well, we also wanted a snacky, and they have breakfast, so.
Oh, what'd you get for a snacky?
Man, what did we get? Like ham and egg scramble, and of course they give you like a flour tortilla on the side, and I don't even remember the whole thing right now. I'm just still dreaming about the Café de Olla, really.
That seems like mad ancestral.
In what way? The style of food that I just described, or
in like the tortilla way?
Oh, the tortilla way. Okay, yeah. I mean, actually, they asked me how many tortillas do you want, and I said one, and that's the biggest regret of my morning.
Oh,
because I was sharing the plate with Maxie, so we split a burrito essentially. Like, what a mess!
You shared one tortilla.
Yes, what a mess that I made.
That I think that would segue me into my pet peeve section. Sharing a tortilla is violence. That's violence. I'm just going to say it.
I can't believe this came up organically because, like, I haven't really thought about it yet, but it did affect my entire day.
I don't want to think too hard about that. Wait, can I tell you one thing that affected my entire day?
Yeah, yesterday?
For the past 3 days.
Oh, okay.
I realized I have this pet peeve about nail clippers and nail cutting out of the context of the bathroom.
What about at rock climbing? They have communal nail clippers in there.
I struggle with that. Cut your nail. You know where you're going. You know what your nails look like. Handle that in the privacy of your own home. Because
yeah.
Where are the nail clippings? I can't even think about it too hard. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. But there are some nail clippers on the counter in the home, and it was burning my soul to look at them.
In the home? Your home?
In my home.
Oh, okay.
In the home. That is my home.
Okay, we're at the home.
Yeah, here in the home.
Okay.
And I was remembering, I don't know if this happened when you lived in Argentina. In the subway in New York, people would cut their nails. No. Oh, Mary.
No, because in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, where I was living, like when you're on the street, you are out there to be elegant.
That is something I appreciate about Latin American countries.
Yeah. Yes. You're not out and about to be drinking your coffee on the go. Mm-hmm. How rude.
Yeah.
You're there to get your stuff done in a fashionable, sensible manner. You are not cutting your nails on the street.
Negative. Negative.
Oh my God.
No, or like brushing your hair. In Mexico, there's
a little hair brushing going on.
There's a little hair doing and makeup doing.
In the subway.
When I was living in Mexico City, I remember, there's so many parts of us that are so American that you don't even realize until that need isn't met outside of America.
Totally.
Or USA, whatever, this Turtle Island. And I remember planning my days in Mexico City thinking, all right, I'm going to go grab a coffee and then walk to Centro.
Yes.
And then go do my errands. Yes. Sister, you don't grab a coffee and do your errands. No. You go, you find the coffee shop.
Exactly.
It takes you 15 minutes to get your coffee. From placing order to coffee in hand, that's like promedio 15 minutes.
I agree. I was going to say even 20.
Probably.
Yeah.
So by the time you've walked in and walked out, how much time was that for
Well, you went out of your way to go to the coffee shop,
of course.
first of all, because like you have to go to your fave one.
Yes.
So the whole experience is probably 45 minutes, but so many times I ran into, I'm just going to sit down and have it. Because like at this point, I'm already here. I already made the commitment to be here. But when I was teaching in Buenos Aires, there was one place that had to-go coffee and to-go media lunas. Like there was no option to sit
7-Eleven?
down. It wasn't a 7-Eleven. They don't have 7-Eleven. Does Mexico have 7-Eleven?
Yeah, we have it at 7.
Ooh, that's really nice because I could have been into getting a little coffee to go in a Mexican 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven coffee here, horrible.
I'm not opposed to it. On a road trip, I'll do it.
Okay. Maybe it's San Diego 7-Eleven coffee or something.
Have you been to the 7-Eleven that plays opera music?
No.
There's one.
What?
We should go get coffee there.
Okay, let's try it because, maybe I just talk smack for no reason. But I did get a to-go coffee experience that worked for me, but it was still like a 20-minute thing, It was to go, so it was 20 minutes, and it was on my way to work.
Mm-hmm. And then how big is it?
I will be honest, I used to get like the large, so I got like that big instead of that big. Okay. Where were we going with that with you? You were saying something about your coffee to go.
That I realized that this pick up a coffee and go do something else is very much an American culture thing.
Oh.
Coffee in Mexico is you meet somebody, you have a slow afternoon, slow morning, you write poetry, you doodle. I don't know. I had never done it before, and I got obsessed with this new coffee culture.
Yeah.
That I had never grown up with, but was very nostalgic of Abuelita.
Grandma Bailey more than anybody else.
Grandma Bailey had coffee,
coffee.
But did you ever see Grandma drink water?
Never.
Right?
She was caffeinated by decaf coffee. I mean, she was hydrated by decaf coffee.
How many decaf coffees do you have to drink in one day to meet 8 cups of water a day?
Ooh, probably like 20, but I think she probably had 10, so she was drinking half the amount every day.
Oh, I would not be in a good mood.
No, but she really did. We would go to McDonald's and she'd be like counting her quarters to like, get me a little cafecito.
She always had her coin purse.
Yeah. And like, I'm talking so much about Buenos Aires just because my husband's from there, but like, there should be more of a focus on like where we come from because clearly like we're Mexican American and like our grandma's Mexican. So it's like, what was coffee culture for us growing up as Mexican American? Like, definitely a conversation piece. Or I remember mom having very in-depth conversations with most likely a female sitting on the other side.
Yeah.
Would it be like Aunt Cindy or maybe grandma or...
You're right, because it's like, I'm going to pour a cup of coffee and you're not getting out of here until this coffee's done.
I agree. Or you're not going to bed. You might be up till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Till I'm done spilling the tea, drinking my coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially in El Paso at Grandma Grace's house.
Oh, for sure. There's always coffee. We walk in there and it's like you serve yourself a cup of coffee and then sit around and stare at her wash dishes while she doesn't let you do anything in her cocina.
I agree. If you're lucky, you'll get a peek at the garden. You could take your coffee outside sometimes. I don't know if you've ever tried that. Like, Grandma want to grab your coffee and go outside. She loves that.
Oh, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Look at you. That's very inventive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think those are the little things. It's so funny when I moved to Mexico City, I didn't understand why it felt like home because our family's from Michoacan and Chihuahua. And I know before there's a way more of a migratory living rhythm. But as far as I know, we don't have family from Mexico City.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
and it's only as far as we know because maybe, but not that we've kept in touch with or not that we're really communicating with.
Exactly. I mean, we do have a primo.
That's what I was going to say. I was
what
like,
up,
but like my mind is totally going to Cesar right now. But anyways.
But I think those are the little things that I experienced living in Mexico City that felt like home and felt so familiar and nostalgic where I was like, oh, this is like tapping in to this nostalgia of my childhood.
A lot of the smells.
Yeah, and these small rituals and the way that women put themselves together and the way people move on the street.
Oh my God, yeah, the getting dressed. Yeah, okay, I totally agree. And I went to visit you maybe 3 times while you were living in Mexico City. Twice, maybe.
Correct.
And just like thinking about rituals and scents and coffee and culture, like I definitely felt the most at home when you'd be like, let's go over here and try my favorite coffee shop. And like, I don't know, there was a lot of like horchata lattes.
The horchata latte at
That one place that
Cielito Lindo,
yes.
Querido de Café or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, that's where my brain just went. I was like, these smells. Oh my God, this is igniting something in my spirit, so in my soul.
Yeah. That was such a fun trip. You and Shannon made me tacos.
Oh my gosh. And we went to the market and we put in a lot of effort to get the right ingredients. And you would have thought I'd be the one to know the ingredients, but Shannon, the chef, I was the sous chef that day. She just brought it. Yes.
She turned it out.
She turned it out.
Your husband, my cuñado, is...
Mi esposo.
Yeah. He is Argentinian.
Yeah, I Googled that one time and you could say Argentine or Argentinian. So I just say Argentine because it's so fast.
I'm going to just say Argentino.
Argentino is like probably the best option, yeah.
What does he think about Mexican food?
Oof. All right, so he's so in love with, and it's definitely San Diego border Mexican food, right? Because
very different, which is its own thing.
I don't want to say anything too much about Chico's Tacos or El Paso or anything like that, but he was not as ecstatic about Tex-Mex as he has been about San Diego, just,
It's okay.
So he, but mom makes Tex-Mex and he enjoyed eating mom's food when he would come to visit. This is like 10 years ago when we first met and he came to visit the first time. So maybe it's just like the restaurant style Tex-Mex versus like the homemade, like really good homemade that he loves because
potato tacos.
I think he would love that.
Yeah.
But anyways, like he really, really, really likes Mexican food. He's really into carnitas. He's really into, I'm blanking on all these places that he's found through his coworkers. I'll have to bring it to the next podcast. But he loves Mexican food. There's no denying it. And I would say especially border style with San Diego, Tijuana influence like that.
Do you think he loves it so much where he was just as traumatized that he had to share that tortilla?
This brings me to something that the tortilla made me think of that's very Argentino culture, which is there's this whole joke about we were eating as a family, but we only had tres empanadas left. And so the whole family, or maybe it was a couple of people, shared tres empanadas. So every time that we're like sitting down to eat something like leftovers and there's not a lot, we look at each other and we go, tres empanadas. Like we're splitting nothing. Tres empanadas, not a lot of food.
But that reminds me of happy hour in Argentina.
Why? Oh, say it. Say it.
Why the Argentinos have the most obscure concept of happy hour deals?
Tres por dos. If you want to get a drink, you should just buy 6 and assume.
So if you go 2 people to happy hour, you're stuck with 3 drinks. And it's the 3 media luna thing. You're right back in this conundrum.
Because they do always give you tres media lunas con un café con leche. And it's like, I'm probably going to only eat 2.
You know why tres? The Pope is from there.
So what?
The Holy
Trinity. Whoa. But that has to do with the tragos too, the drinks. They call them tragos, the cocktails.
Connected.
Oh,
it's all
my
connected.
goodness.
That was probably a Pope mandate. It was a papal mandate.
I'm not sure. I can't speak to this. All I can say is that the tres por dos makes no sense. But we did have fun with it because you ended up having 6.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's in the past.
Hey, I think it's time that we introduce somebody to this dynamic.
Okay.
I think it's time for...
You say it.
Where's Carmen?
Oh my God, get your cell phone. Where's Carmen? So we have a younger sister.
Yeah.
Carmen Leadham.
Oldest soul, youngest.
I agree.
In Earth time, the youngest.
I agree. And she's very... I mean, there's no other word for her. It's like she's prepared. She's intelligent.
She's prepared.
She's prepared.
She's prepared.
She is just like everything that I am not, to be honest.
Name 3 things that she keeps in her backpack.
Tylenol, sunscreen, Cali poopy bags.
Anti-nausea pill. Multivitamin.
This is so true.
First aid kit.
Totally. So she's prepared. She's our younger sister that's more prepared than us put together. Mm-hmm. And where is she?
Where is she? Okay, we're going to call her.
We have to guess first.
Oh, we have to guess? Rock climbing.
Rock climbing gym. But we have to have different ones. So
I know,
one
because
of us
if I win, you get me a coffee.
And if I win, you get me a coffee. So you're going to say rock climbing gym?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say, grocery store.
Oh, food prepping on Sunday.
Hello? She always answers.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
She always answers.
She's definitely rock climbing.
She's rock climbing. She's at the top of the wall.
Yeah. She'll call us back.
She probably doesn't have her Apple Watch on. When I was pregnant, she would wear her Apple Watch all the time at the rock climbing gym so that if I went into labor, she would know. So
I remember that.
There's no way I'm going to go into labor right now, so she's not wearing the...
Yeah, she's less attentive.
Yeah.
She was so easy to get a hold of when you're about to have your child.
I agree.
She picked up in the first half of a ring.
I agree. She was just ready. I'm I'm only 5 months pregnant. I'm not going to be going into labor yet. I hope you're okay, but prepared.
Picks up. I have so much to share with her.
You're going to tell her during the podcast things that you want to share with her?
Yeah.
Can I have a preview?
It's something really tragic that I did.
Oh man.
Here,
you need to hold the talking piece for this. If something tragic that you did, what's the name of this little girl?
This, I guess, is called Lizzie, and we're not lizard people. Oh my God. You know what? The whole lizard people thing is giving reptiles a real bad rap, okay? These are essential animals in biodiversity.
Okay.
This is not the lizards that are ruling the world. Okay. Just need to clarify that.
Good. I'm glad. Lizzie's there for you. So if you have to share something tragic that you did or something embarrassing that you did.
Yeah. It's actually good we have Lizzie because it's about biodiversity.
Okay, let's hear it.
I am trying to create a native garden. I'm just trying to garden. I'm a city slicker. I didn't know that you could put a seed in the ground and a plant comes out. I conceptually knew that this is how things happen, but I thought this is something very ancestral, that you're born with this talent or not. And so
Scarlett, really?
Yeah, and I did that little thing.
It is ancestral to an extent, but also, didn't in 4th grade you put the little seed in the baggie and it grew in the window?
Yeah, I thought that was just a small example.
Okay.
And it didn't feel like real life. I'm who is growing food out of plastic Ziploc bags?
Okay, no, that's true. It's not very...
With a wet napkin.
It's not really real life experience.
Yeah, I had a hard time relating that to... I couldn't connect that Ziploc bag seed to the food that I eat and the herbs that I use.
Right.
And I see herbs growing in pots and I'm wow, that is some abuelita is somewhere putting basil in pots and giving them to Trader Joe's to sell to me.
Okay. I can see that too. Yeah. Okay.
And I have this good friend who has an amazing garden, Stella, in New Orleans. What up? And she gave me some seeds. I was I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what it is because it's I have stage fright. I don't want to have expectations.
Just tell me what to do with it.
Yeah, and she really inspired me. She's just put them in the ground and give them water. And I was wow, you make it sound so easy. So I did something really tragic and I planted wild mustard.
Okay.
This is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Wild mustard is the #1 invasive plant in San Diego.
Oh, Scarlett, how did you learn that? That's something Carmen would have known.
From Carmen.
Darn it.
From Carmen. You know what? It's probably better she didn't pick up the phone because I don't know if she would be able to get over it.
So are you still going to tell her when she calls? You better break it to her gently, way more gently than you just did to me.
Shizzo.
Tell her that you accidentally planted the wrong seeds.
I didn't know what it was. It was like
you told her, don't tell me.
Yeah, it was like a grab bag.
It's not your fault.
I know. Now I don't even know how to dispose of it because if it goes in the trash, it's going to get planted somewhere and they grow so fast and they take away bird environments.
Burn them?
Yeah, what are the logistics of burning? Will I go to jail?
Oh.
Why don't you plant it on a pot? Oh no, because it pollinizes it. It's so big.
Yeah, I would have to keep it inside in not one bee.
Do you guys have a basement here?
Not that I know of.
Put it in the attic. A lot of my Beanie Babies are in your attic, actually. Does Hedo know about that?
Yeah, and now you have a storage unit, so can you get those creepy babies out of here?
They have good energy.
Have you seen the documentary?
No. About Beanie Babies?
You need to inform yourself.
Okay, I'll watch that. And then the
Yeah.
next time we're together, I'll take the Beanie Babies and put them somewhere else.
What is your plan, though, for these Beanie Babies?
I want to hire someone to put them on eBay and do all the work for me and see how much money we get. So if anyone's interested, I get 60, you get 40.
Okay, so this is an open call right now to
Yeah.
all of our fans.
All
and
of our fans.
Huge public. We are looking for a Beanie Baby resale manager operations executive.
Yes, you get 40%. So if I have a
40%
Yes.
of sales?
Yes.
What is the going rate on a Beanie Baby?
Oh, you could get like $1,000 if you do it right. So the person has to be so invested. That's why I want to give them such a big chunk. They have to do all the research about which ones should be which ones should we sell? How do we clean them before we sell them? Should we even clean them? Like they need to do a lot of work. So
Okay.
I get 60 because I just still have them.
Okay.
They get 40.
And who is forking out the cash for these
I don't know.
plush miniatures?
I don't know. People that like eBay and like throwback 90s things, you know? Like you remember, I remember I used to love my golden retriever Beanie Baby. Let me go on eBay and see if anyone's selling one. And then boom, Layla Delbano selling a golden retriever 1992 Beanie Baby, you know?
You'll probably get on the news. Like you were that one time.
The waving time?
No. There was another time that you waved on the news.
Yeah, Macedonio and Alicia, shout out. And also Iati. The Iatis saw me on the news in the background 4th of July fireworks, I think it was. And I was just like in the back smiling, waving behind the reporter for like, they described it as like a 10-minute wave.
This sounds like such a Layla move. Yes, with your glasses.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. I was probably like 10. And I'm just like, so they said there's waving Layla for the next like month or something like that. And they're like, we should do a bobblehead, but instead of a neck waving or like rocking, it should be your elbow, your hand.
Oh my God. Does my lipstick still look good?
It still looks really good. It really matches your sweatshirt. I don't know if the camera is getting that, but you're twinning with your art.
I'm a little upset because I made our coffees and we're into frothing. And I like froth salpico a lot of the coffee on this. So
it'll wash out.
Yeah. I'm starting, I'm reigniting my clothing line.
Whoa. Tell us about it.
I don't know if I ever really had. I mean, I used to make clothes in high school
I
and
still have my
college.
Layla for publicity shirt from 5th grade.
Oh, you need to save that for the archives. I
Yeah.
have my Scarlett for publicity.
It might go on eBay, $29.99.
This is how you're paying for Enzo's college.
Yeah.
Enzo's going to be on a scholarship from Beanie Babies and old puffy paint shirts from the 90s.
Yes. Okay, yeah, you did used to always paint your, like, mostly T-shirts.
Yeah.
And your friends would ask for them. Yeah, you've just always been a great artist. You were so cool in high school.
It would have been real helpful if you would have told me that.
Believe
During.
me, I, as your younger sister, 6 years younger, was telling you, begging you to help me be as cool. Believe me.
Yeah, and I was just like trying to get you as far away as possible.
I know. What the shit, man?
Oh, bleep.
Oh, bleep. No cussing? Oh, man. Rated
Yeah.
PG-13 now.
You're a teacher.
I do not cuss.
You could say all the words.
Okay, good.
Freak, shiz, mother of pearl.
I said shit, though.
That's okay.
I'll say shiz next time.
Shit is a natural human condition.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to make this clothing line.
I'm going to make this clothing line because I finally feel like the kind of stuff I was doing in high school is cool now.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily, it wasn't like I grappled with the cool factor.
Yeah.
it was more, I don't know, it's this terrible thing that we feel as artists or creatives or everything. Like, I feel like I don't need permission anymore.
Okay.
And
That's
I always
freeing.
I always felt this pressure from like the high fashion world.
Yeah.
That my creations were so basic and substandard. So I had a hard time to stay motivated to be creative because I didn't think that there was a home for what I was doing to be celebrated.
Uh-huh.
And now I just don't give a fudge.
Fudge.
So I'm back at it, and I'm so excited to do the things that always brought me joy, like going thrifting and also using new technologies like vinyl cutting to take my illustrations and put them on clothes. So
I need to shout out Shazzy right now.
let's do it.
Because
let's lift her up.
This sweatshirt is so cool. The fit is so epic. You said a friend thrifted that for you, that sweatshirt.
Yes, yeah.
The shape and just, it's the perfect oversized. And it's DIY.
Yes, ma'am.
Shazzy 1 year made, I think it was Brianna, Iadi, and I, all sweatshirts with their own name on it. So mine says Layla.
Oh, I know this sweatshirt. I've borrowed it.
It's very true.
It's very comfortable.
It's very comfortable. It's like that fit. And just, hand stitched felt letters right there on the sweatshirt.
Perfect execution.
I know. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to inspire a collab or anything, but you both have this vision. I mean, I want to buy everything that you both
Is she
create.
down to collaborate?
Let's call her. Not right now. We'll call her later.
In this segment of Call Shazzy.
Yeah. Where in the world is Shazzy? No, but honestly, I do want to buy one of these sweatshirts. I think that what you're explaining is really meaningful. There's probably a lot of other people who feel like you, who like their passions, maybe it wasn't right time, right place, or it was and they didn't even know it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. And this reminded me of something, another segment of our riveting show.
Riveting.
Did you know?
Okay. Explain why we're going to have Did You Knows.
Well, I don't know. Why are we having
Because Scarlett, and this is something that your esposo wonderful, Geronimo, pointed out to me. Like, you often will be like, we're in the middle of not talking about this thing. And you're like, did you know that hummingbirds migrate for, what was that one thing that you told me recently? And I was like, no, I didn't know that. And I wasn't thinking about that in this moment, but I appreciate I now have a new fact.
It's good information.
What was it? It was hummingbirds.
Did you know there's a bird that doesn't sleep for like the entirety of its migration?
That might have been what you were telling me.
It might have been that.
Do you have another did you know for the people?
Did you know that the second biggest contaminator in the world, second to fossil fuels and plastic, the oil industry, which is the plastic industry, is the fashion industry?
Oh man, it's not shocking, and I have to give another shout out. Are we just going to be full of shout outs today?
Let's elevate.
Because there is a teacher, Melina, at High Tech, who's doing a fashion project teaching students all about fast fashion like that. And I feel like that might be something that she had told me.
I need to talk to her.
Yeah.
That is such a dope project for elementary school.
Oh, yeah. I think they make a little thrift store or something like that together. I'm going to have to ask her. She probably would love volunteers.
Oh, I'm so game.
I know.
Yeah. This is why I'm hopeful for the future, because I am 37 years old finding out this information. And these are what?
Third graders. So they're
7-year-olds, 8-year-olds?
Yeah, 8, I think.
That are learning about the second biggest contaminant in the world and how they could positively change and shift the future.
Exactly. We need to move in that direction more. Oh, here comes Pantera. Okay. You're going to come up here? You can't get up here? Too hard? Here. Let me put you cheek to cheek. Pantera and I, we like to go cheek to cheek.
Yeah, I'm really happy that she's here.
Oh my God. Okay, so how are we going to close out the podcast? Do we have a song we want to sing?
We should sing the name.
Okay.
It's kind of sweet. Yes, it's kind of sweet because it's so sweet because it's kind of sweet.
Kind of sweet. Kinda sweet. It's Sunday and it's kinda sweet. We didn't practice that. I think we need to have a rehearsal first. Hold on. Kinda sweet.
Hey, I'm feeling kind of sweet. How about you?
I'm feeling kind of sweet. How about you, Pantera? Woof, woof. Okay. We really need to rehearse so bad.
Come on,
so
give
bad.
me another one.
Okay. Hey, how do you order your coffee? Scar. No, it has to be like this. Hey, how do you order your
Use a
coffee?
spoken word.
Okay, yeah. Hey, how do you order your coffee? Full sweet or kinda sweet? Kinda sweet. Kinda sweet. It's kinda sweet. Something like that.
Kind of sweet.
Full sweet?
No.
Kind. This is giving SNL. I can't. I think maybe it needs to be you sing the song and I do the thing where I'm following what you're saying, like as if we practiced but we didn't. You know those SNL?
What if we harmonize it?
Okay, what word are we going to harmonize?
Sweet.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. No, that was kinda. Okay, so I'll start us off with sweet or whatever, and then you find it. You look for it and you find it. Grab onto what you can. Here we go. Kinda sweet.
So, how do you feel about our first episode?
I feel so good about it because I think that we had a good mix of like our own life experience and then also our view of other people's life experiences around us. So
Totally.
to close this out with a little chat about visibility in the art space.
And the education space.
You know, as a teacher, I probably should like put that cap on as well in this
conversation. This is where it all begins. You know, this is where we begin to see ourselves and imagine the possibilities.
Yes. And so you and I have done like so many projects in so many of my classrooms.
Yes.
And when it comes to visibility, we've talked about students seeing themselves in the murals that we paint with them, right? And so at the end of the day, whatever art is going on, it has to be a reflection of that community and all of that, right? So like for education, it was always like, okay, you students, like, what do you see in your neighborhood that you would like celebrated? What do you see in your classroom that you would like celebrated? So how would you say that was like reflected in Denali's show?
Right, yeah. It was a full immersive experience, and I think that seeing shows like this reminds me of thriving communities that have always existed.
Yes.
But have been lacking visibility because of educational structures.
Totally.
The fine arts industry.
Totally.
And it was a reminder to challenge myself to seek out art in a more diverse way and really remind myself that, you know, I studied art history and they really nailed into us that art exists in this fine art, white walls, white cube concept.
Totally. Like what they want me to teach in elementary school constantly when I get the books that California mandated. So, yeah.
Exactly. And they kind of did the, how do you say, cocoa wash? That art becomes art once it exists in the white cube framework.
Whoa.
And it is a reminder, to value artwork that we see outside of the institution.
I see what you're saying.
You know?
This is like lived in the real world. Carmen.
You guys, Carmen's calling us back.
Thank God, she knew.
Okay.
Grocery store.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, we're just wondering, where's Carmen?
I was just at the gym with Maya. First time.
What were you doing?
Climbing.
Oh! I owe
win.
Scarlett a coffee, but we put a $5 cap on it, so.
You know what's funny? I told Layla what I was doing this morning at this time, and she invited her and then canceled, so she knew what I was doing.
I did, but I thought that you were probably done by now and at the grocery store already.
I am going to the grocery store.
Oh! Wait, are you en route from the gym? Are you in the car en route?
I just got in the car and I'm about to drive to Sprouts.
Oh, I think you still win, but I was going to say if she was en route, it'd be 50-50.
But when you called, I was in the gym climbing.
Okay,
I
you win. You
Wait,
win.
Carmen, I have to share something so tragic.
Oh my God. I hate when things are started that way.
I accidentally planted wild mustard.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
I accidentally planted and harvested wild mustard.
How could you do that?
How could you do this to me?
I didn't know. I was handed a bag of unlabeled seeds.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Who handed you a bag of wild mustard?
A dear friend that is not from Well, her garden's not in California.
She's well versed in East Coast gardening.
There's not even wild mustard isn't supposed to be anywhere on this continent.
Oh, debunked.
What do I do? How do I get rid of it so that it does not keep germinating elsewhere?
Pull it out, dry it up, and burn it.
Burn it.
Okay.
I was right.
Dry it up.
Dry it where? Inside.
And burn it. Okay.
Dry it up and make art.
Can I make art out of it?
Why would you want to?
I don't want to. Anyways, I just had to clear my conscience about that.
I talk to you about wild mustard all the time.
I am on board. I know. I knew not what I was doing.
I knew not. I not knew.
I told you. I tell you all the time about black mustard.
I know. I'm sorry.
I just feel unheard.
But do you feel seen? Because let me tell you something. We talked
I don't know
about
if I feel seen.
we talked about what's in your bag. So maybe we both make like one guess of what's in her bag right now and see if we're right.
You guys know what's in my bag. If you guys get this wrong,
Oh.
I'm not going to feel heard or seen.
Yeah, can I redeem myself if I guess what's in your bag?
You know what's in my bag.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
All right, shoot.
Okay, I think that Carmen has. Oh man, see, I just already know. I'm gonna say Tylenol and ibuprofen.
Do I need to verify?
Well, just tell us what you think. You're driving, so.
I haven't driven yet. I do have Tylenol and ibuprofen.
Yes.
I'm going to guess anti-nausea pill and a Band-Aid.
Probably. I don't see it.
Okay.
I definitely have a Band-Aid.
All right. Well, how can I make this up to you?
Take out the plant.
Okay. Thanks.
Buy me a kinda sweet latte.
Okay.
I need Sprouts.
Coffee's on me next
I
time.
need to look at what I even need from Sprouts.
Yeah. All right. We'll let you go. I got to go. I need to go
Dry my seeds.
repent.
We're gonna go to. Oh, Enzo would love it. City Farmers.
Oh, let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They have native stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, this salad I'm gonna make looks so good.
That's really nice. Okay. I got to go.
gotta
Love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I really think she forgot we were doing the podcast. Like she's talking like I'm going to make a salad and stuff like that.
That's typical.
That's so cute.
Anyways, so there we go. To close it up, it's important to let people feel seen
And heard.
and heard.
And it really matters if someone says, if you don't know what's in my bag, I don't feel seen or heard.
Yes.
We need to honor that.
And we don't determine how they want to be seen.
I agree with that. That's really important. And that is like all the way back to our projects in my classroom where it'd be like, you tell us how would you feel seen? All right, we're closing it out.
All right. Amen. Froth it up.
Froth it up. Get yourself a milk frother and froth that up.
You froth
sweet.
that baby up until it can't froth no more.
And only have a half agave, no full agave, because this is our kinda sweet
Anti-glycemic
podcast.
It's kinda sweet. Yes, it's kinda sweet. Cause it's so sweet. Yes, it's kinda sweet.
Kinda sweet. Kinda sweet.
Hey, I'm feeling kinda sweet. How about you?
I'm feeling kinda sweet. Full sweet or kinda sweet. Kinda sweet. Kinda sweet. It's kinda sweet.